with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On the give, this is their fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They'll try and run with their fullback. Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina.
You ain't gonna win like that, bum.
32 yards. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point.
You ain't gonna win it like that, bum.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Moore, the man in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Brady. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. C.D. Lamb from 6 yards away. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, there was something about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points. Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. 7-7, our score after one. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian Okoye with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now Brady. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried. Just couldn't complete it.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Moore, the man in motion. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Again, it's Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Common Moore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That can be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's
is incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Moore, the man in motion. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Yeah, this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. It reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front are a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And now a carry here for the fullback. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
He will push his way down to about the 14. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, Brady. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To George Kittle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Brady. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Brady to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. Let's see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Brady's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this...
Got a hole, you bitch-ass nigga. You with all that old bitch-ass shit? Bitch-ass shit ain't gonna save you, bum. Bum-ass nigga. Yeah, I did that, nigga. You a fucking bum. Yeah, bum. You a fucking bum. Get the fuck out of here. Watchers had to get an onside kick to beat this nigga. Y'all hold on. Let me hit y'all right back, y'all. Yeah, you done got all, or you don't know. Hold on, let me. You got me out on there? Yeah. Nah. No, I got them dudes all for them, man. Nigga in the whole tournament, man, he had no fucking fish story. Yeah, what that liquor do you? Say, dude, man, this nigga was running the ball, you heard me? I'm talking about he running that bitch. I can't even stop this nigga, you heard me? So I wind up scoring, and I had 49 seconds left. I could either tie it up or go for 2. I went for 2. Brady ain't even throw the ball. He pumped me. And then when I throw the ball, CD Lamb hit him in his head. He drop it. Nigga, why I had to get the onside kick to beat that nigga. And got that bitch with 49 seconds left. I got the onside kick, nigga, and beat that nigga with 49 seconds left. Yeah. I really need to go run to this bank, man. Fuck, I done missed the bank. Yeah, man. Nigga in the whole tournament, this man Fluffin' and put a fishing trip on the phone. He don't be thinking, bro. Yeah, he just, that's cool on some normal shit. You know what I'm saying? But you just, bet you heard what I said. I want you to cook. Yeah, let them live out their little fishing story. I ain't want to hear that shit. My man done already called me this morning, man. I'm about to start lying about the fishes and everything, man. He gonna be to call the shark. You keep him on the phone another 30 minutes. Come on, man. Who y'all gonna give a nigga out of this bitch? Night Train, Mike Vick. Is this the real Steve Smith? This shit ain't gonna call him no money. Shy, you probably, what level you is on your level? Yeah. Well, you got all kind of packs you need to go get. Dude, nigga, I got the fucking onside kick, nigga. Nigga talking about, you got the onside kick, you got the onside. Bitch, I don't want to hear all that shit you doing, all this old cheese ass running you doing, bitch. Yeah, nigga, I had to do that. They don't just give you onside kicks. Fuck. Exactly. No, they don't want to talk about that. Oh, your son ain't text you back? Oh, he got his thing set up on read.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can buy for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To throw on first down. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because now you're in scramble.
This boy calling you.
Adjusting their route, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
I like going.
Good enough for the first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it?
Looking for what?
This case is perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Child, that was a smooth little dollar.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Here's Steve Young.
Ooh, shit.
And he's able to get this to
to the 40-yard line before he's out.
Niggas supposed to go get that little dollar all the
Good
time.
for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
Need you to get that dollar in here, though. I said, I'm going to need you to get that dollar in here, though.
He'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young.
Let's go.
Anywhere to go in, and it goes down. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now here's Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That's not just his first, not his second already, his third completion here.
That bitch ain't that
I
bad.
think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for
Exactly. You ain't got to do nothing but go and wipe that shit up.
I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a good havoc.
And he'll go out of bounds into red
Yeah,
zone.
but you got fucking them mats that's gonna hold all that.
6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
That piss ain't even gonna last like that.
Throw left side complete. That's Perry.
Yeah, but
And he's going to be marked down just
you gonna miss
outside
hours.
the 10.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Second and 6.
Yeah, but you wanna miss all your fucking saying? You all like this, it don't matter.
They go play action. Young.
Come on, man, that man's supposed to fumble,
Exactly what
bro.
they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first
You ain't
down.
gotta do much. You put a little dawn on that, it's gonna come out of there.
To keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle.
All you gotta do is just let your door sit open. Let's go, bitch.
Resulted in losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands. He tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit
Yeah.
further.
Yeah.
On 2nd and goal, Young dancing, and he he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Steve Young, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead.
Max was going to catch most of that shit.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
That's where you eat that.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Hester content to hold on to this one and bring it out to the 25.
You gotta pull up and get your ass out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
This nigga cold. Dude, that little dude is so cold. It's ridiculous. He buys like
shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. It's a pick.
Everything.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get
You on St. Claude?
That one good for only
You should have went fuck with that jersey. That jersey is not slow at all. You always gotta go in there, but you was gonna be in and out.
They ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down.
Man, you threw the ball right there, Brady.
Picked off by Jason.
The man to the inside. I'm throwing the ball to the inside. This nigga Brady threw the ball to the outside, bro. Come on, Brady, bro.
Score the touchdown.
Yeah, you ain't always not at all restaurant, but I'm just saying it wasn't gonna be long. They rolled. That's all I was saying.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Devin Hester.
Brady just shit it out.
And he's out of bounds as he'll start up past this.
That's what she was supposed to do.
Getting set for the next drive.
So she in that real
offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way in the field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because my quarterback Smokey and the Bandit there. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing again on second down. Brady going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
Wow. Wow. Man, come on, bro. These people treating me like a dog. It's nice when you got EA with you.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the locker.
Must be nice to play the game with immunity, huh?
That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
The extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So we've hit intermission.
You bombs get all the fucking help.
And it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Hester to return from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
You got it, bro. They want you with it. I ain't about to fight that. Brady.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taking it about the 1. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First play, first pass for Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. finding Taysom Hill complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. 23 yards on the play. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady going to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Sugar! Hey, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 17 yards. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brady to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here we go now on first and goal. Now Brady. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Second and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now Brady again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Brady going to go on 4th down. This one caught by Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Here's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. That is caught by Lamb. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On play action, now Brady. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Here's Brady to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He finds his man Johnson. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Brady. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a play fake. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man downfield is Hilton. And they work this out past the 25. Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Brady. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Brady. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brady now to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Brady now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints, first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Out to his left.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This is caught by Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And Brady going to be
intercepted a third time. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First play, first pass for Brady. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Brady now on third and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tom Brady, an 8-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall for touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hester to return from his end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big trouble.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
And they got the safe completion on 3rd. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Brady. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Moore, the man in motion. Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw, it's Brady. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Brady to throw. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Hey, 66.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Brady's going to sneak it. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll try and run with Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10. Brady over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. to try and throw on third down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Brady again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with a quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. They find some open field here. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. But just power football there down near the goal line.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here, I'm the real.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. To the air right away is Brady. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, it's Brady.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Moore, the man in motion. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Brady now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Brady.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
CeeDee Lamb.
43 yards.
And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside.
throwing on first down is Brady. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. Yeah, he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Ravens nothing. Justin Tucker sets the kickoff.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. It returns it right back to Samuel. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brady going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Just the show for the open Mercedes door. Put the pedal in the big floor. But I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
That's good for the Saints.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together it makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. Touchdown, Saints. CD Lamb, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Newton to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous...
He only 2 times finna he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like put a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a, I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me. Pap.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess so.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
They're on the 15-yard line.
First play, first pass for Brady. The Sanders has got it complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped in the line, but his vision and his determination found some space
to turn it into that modest gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parsons, and he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Run down for a sack. Bruce Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
They've got a little over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Easy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to pump the ball away.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And Brady will sneak it.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. Left side to Lamb. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That was Dion that time, flying in to make the tackle behind the line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now here goes the former Cowboy star. It's DeMarco Murray. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Taken from about the 12.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a play fake, Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Ware from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man, it's Jason Witten. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Gano's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Second half starts with a run by Murray. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Brady. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Johnson, 30 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Brady now to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So it's a turn.